All right, we are on. We are on. Let me see if I adjust the sliding real quick because it is kind of dark. There we go. All right, new subs rolling in. Oh man, big changes to NBA 2K23 in season 4. The season 4 patch update definitely like created or generated some big changes in regards to gameplay and how we approach the game. And now 2K just flipped that on its head, and they dropped the hotfix, changing the game completely. We finna talk all about it. I'm just waiting for folks to roll in so we could pull up these notes that 2K dropped on the changes that are coming to 2K23. It looks like some bills that you may have put on the shelf, some finishing type of bills, some finishing heavy. You put up your finishing attributes. You may have been suffering, like missing wide open dunks, paint defenders received a huge buff. So 2K flipped that all on its head, and we're going to get into it. Let me just let everybody know in the Discord that we're live as well. And we're talking about it, and we'll pull up these patch notes. Let me go back into my channel before we start talking about this stuff. It's scary, the changes that are coming to 2K23. It is just scary. New patch update. NBA 2K23 Season 4. We're going to get right into it. We have identified an issue in NBA 2K23 Season 4 affecting defensive contests and interior finishing. We have pushed the following hotfix updates. Imagine a game just able to like change what's in front of you while you got to build, and you're looking at your build like, hold on a second. Yo, Slim and I kicked off the Xbox tryouts yesterday. Awesome. I got to find out what happened with that. But imagine 2K just changing the game in front of you after you done just dropped $100 on a build. Dimitri, what up, man? The Wheezy was good. 2K is definitely an L for that. I'm heartbroken. I loved playing on my 6'8 player. I will try him out. I will try to get my 6'8 player out in tonight's for later on today's live stream gameplay or gameplay live stream. And we'll see what really happened. Dano in the building. Appreciate you joining as a member, man. That's super dope. Appreciate you joining as a rookie. If you guys would like to join as a member and get a like a little icon by your name, you see Dano in the building has an icon by his name now. If you guys would like to do that, just type !join or !member. Either one will bring up the link so you could join as a member. But man, what up, JQ? Nicholas, what's good? So far, I'm $300 into 2K23. That's what Dimitri Stallings just said in the chat. And I'm well over that number as well. And I stopped spending money when I saw the finesse from 2K and all these changes and consistent hotfixes and patches. And man, one of the most inconsistent 2Ks. 2K23 took strides in creating differences between the version we have now and the prior version that we just came off of. So it was like a totally different game. But now 2K is just like fluctuating the experience along the way. And with each change, with each adjustment to the most, think about it, y'all, the most minor adjustment to sliders leads other players to create new builds. The most minor adjustment, let's say lower the frequency of 3-point shots, people start creating finishing builds. Lower the frequency of finishing in the paint like they did for the Season 4 update. Lower the frequency of finishers being able to finish. Why? Because there was nothing but rim running players in the game. Do you guys think that it was an accident? Help me understand. Do you really believe that it may have been an accident that 2K touched finishing in the Season 4 update? I would say maybe, let's give a fair percentage, and this probably being nice, maybe 85% of players created builds to be able to finish in the paint. because of the game that was in front of us. Maybe 85% of players, 85 to 90% of players made sure that finishing attribute was set at the very least 86 driving dunk. 2K drops the season 4 update after having 3 seasons of experience with player build creation and seeing in their analytics that a good amount of players, the good majority of players created finishing type of builds. And then the season 4 patch update comes out and finishing is exactly what got hit. And then a couple weeks later, they say, oops, sorry, we just identified that there was something wrong with finishing. Sorry, it was a mistake. All those finishing builds then went after they saw the season 4 update. Well, not all. A lot of players that created their builds with higher finishing and sacrifice shooting for higher finishing said, well, let me try a different player then and increase my 3-point shot. I appreciate you upgrading that membership to pro. Salute to you, Dan O. Rim runners loading up their builds again today. Facts. Paint defense is terrible again. Yes. Juan Medina, what up? I've gone broke, Weezy said. They're making it easier for sorry players to be good. I feel the same way. Although I'll keep it a buck with y'all. I don't think my 6'8 center should be in the paint, but I've always run small center builds. And what I mean by that is back in the day, like I would have like a 7'1 center. A 7'1 center was considered a small center build. I don't know if you guys remember that, but a small center build was considered 7'1. Now folks are able to put like 6'9, 6'8, 6'10, 6'11. 6'11 was pushing it for small center builds. I've always run small center builds. We just been able to, because of 2K and their way, we just been able to get smaller and smaller and smaller. Now 2K changes the whole thing, flips it on its head, said, oops, sorry, we just noticed this a few weeks later. I like the fact that interior defense had a buff due to having higher interior defense should have effect on people. Definitely higher interior defense should have an effect on people, but that's not what happens in 2K, and that's what's so frustrating. That's not what happens. They totally disregard your interior defense attribute and make it based on size. So now if you got smaller center builds with a high interior defense, I have a strong feeling it's just going to be irrelevant. The hotfix was already made. As you guys see in that statement, they didn't say if you got a smaller player with super high interior defensive attributes, they didn't even recognize that that was a thing. They said lower the impact of shorter players' defense against taller players, forget about your attributes and reduce the frequency of missed dunks. Forget about your attributes. That's irrelevant. Forget about that. We could care less what you spent your $100 on. We're going to change the whole game that's in front of you, no matter what your attributes are. Definitely little 6'1 guards should get dunked on. That's the most definitely, yeah. Ryan said, I've been had a 99 dunk. I honestly wish they just went back to making the game balanced for everything, like 2K16, shooter, shot, slasher, slash. And if you had skill, you could do both. Big facts, Jacksonville Mac. Appreciate your comment, man, but that's big facts. You have to run a smaller center build because they penalize you so much with speed. Speed is the key to a lot of this game, and that's big facts. That's why I always run smaller center builds, because we know how speed affects the animations. We know how momentum affects the animations. That's what the 2K player base has become accustomed to. The animations that are tied into your speed attribute. And I know a lot of players right now, especially with taller builds, don't get me wrong, if tall center builds and point guards ran with a certain level of IQ running sets, it'd be a very different story. I can't imagine creating a tall center build, 7 foot plus, then playing my offense, which I know a lot of you players play like this, but I can't imagine creating a tall center build, going into the paint, into the restricted zone, staying there on my offense, waiting for the pass, and then going into a layup animation. I would be pissed, even though you have your standing dunk super high. I would be so bothered by not being able to dunk in the paint, even though I'm in the restricted zone. It'd be one thing. It'd be very different if a 7-3 is in the paint, getting these strong, like Shaq type of dunk animations while he's in the restricted zone. It'd be one thing if it was like aggressive, strong type of finishing, but it's not. It's goofy layup finishing, and a lot of players in the community are just happy with that, even though they increased that standing dunk attribute. So I can't understand. The Air Stampede said 2K is a joke. There is no point in ever getting excited for anything in this franchise. Say it again, Air Stampede. Say it again, please, one more time. Because I feel like that. I feel like 2K just swipes the fun away from you. Whatever you find fun is what's going to get affected. And it used to not be like this. Fun was like your annual experience throughout the year, fun. Now it's more like if it's too much fun, or it's like too many players are doing what's considered fun, then 2K is going to change that. Why? Because that'll encourage you guys to create new builds or spend more money on microtransactions. This aggressive approach toward microtransactions for whatever it is, it just, if anything, they shouldn't be able to make the change to the next annual release. That's my point. That's the point that I'm trying to make. You shouldn't be able to even make the adjustment or hotfix into the next like 2K24. Like, leave the game alone. But then that goes with testing the game prior to release and making sure it's a finished product before giving it to the masses. My stretch 5 can still shoot if we running 5 out. And I bet it doesn't go back to default. They probably made interior D worse than before. I could see that happening. I could see that. I don't want to I don't want to speak too much about it prior to actually getting out there and experiencing it. But a lot of us are like, we already know what 2K finna do. Because I haven't gone on the court since the update. I haven't gotten out there to see what they have done. But we're so like accustomed to these weird changes that we could almost guess what we're going to experience out there. We could see it. We know. How is it that they released this update knowing that, it's unfortunate because I know personally I was one of the first people to talk about the interior defense changes. We dropped the video ASAP as soon as we experienced it. Then we talk about shooting changes. It's unfortunate because these changes are coming to the most impactful aspects of the game. Finishing was one of the most impactful, noticeable changes that took place for NBA 2K23. And that's what got changed in the Season 4 update. Shooting is always one of the most impactful things in playing the game, playing 2K, shooting. Season 4 drops, everybody's shooting goes out of whack. Like, everybody's shooting just goes out of whack. Percentages plummet. But no word from 2K. So the first word we get from 2K after the Season 4 update is that they lowered the impact of shorter players' defense against taller players and reduced the frequency of missed dunks. That's all good. It ain't nothing. We'll make the adjustments. But what's going on with shooting? How is it that you identified an issue in regards to defensive contest, but you didn't notice anything about shooting? Yeah, we had to start early today, Uncle Liberty. What up, Chosen? Is Tron's big, a 7-footer? I'm not sure. So they need to give us back the prelude. That way we can test it. But the prelude is irrelevant because we're actually, and I get what you're saying. I'm not trying to brush off your comment. I appreciate your comment. But the prelude is somewhat irrelevant because 2K could hotfix a game like that, just like we received today. And ironically, that took place yesterday, and we noticed it during yesterday's gameplay. Mid-game, one game to the next, we noticed changes. Ironically, 10:17 p.m. it says right there. You're the most consistent streamer, gamer, content creator on this 2K. You're good help. I appreciate that, Scar. Salute to you. Salute. I love dunking and has been still able to be done the last few weeks. This just brings the stupid rim runners back. Yeah, and that's what we're trying to say. Like 2K creates bad habits for players, and that's why I don't like bad habits that don't encourage strategy, that don't encourage team gameplay. Now you guys are gonna have an even worse experience trying to get up in the rec center and run with randoms. It's gonna be a worse experience because they're gonna go back to rim running again. We out here stretch pig. Yeah, we out here connected. I woke up to this update, so I said, all right, got to get a video done and then start a live stream, talk about it, and then we'll do a gameplay live stream a little later today to test these differences and maybe even have some more trials today in our Discord community. But whoo, what up, Blitz? Was good. More patches than I quit. It's like there's no longer patches, it's hot fixes now that change the game completely. How dare you tell me that a huge change like this is gonna come in a hot fix that's not an update that you see on your 2K when you load it up? So it's crazy. I'm dead. That's a fact. There's probably rim run they can't notice. Yeah, on God. Yeah, I ain't tripping. You know why I ain't tripping? Because I'm a gamer first. So I see these things happen. We don't need 2K to give notes. We know what's going on. We don't need 2K's patch notes, although it's convenient to have these patch notes. How come? Listen, let's put this in perspective, y'all. Let's put this in perspective for 1 second. I could punch Ronnie 2. I could cave Ronnie 2K right in the chest just for no reason, even though he's not a gameplay developer. Just cave him, making Louis that type of cave in the chest. Like, damn, being so annoying. How come we didn't hear anything about these changes with the Season 4 update? How come we didn't know that these changes even took place with the Season 4 update? Y'all already spent y'all money. Y'all already spent y'all money. And I'm not saying everybody created a new build, but a lot of people after the Season 4 update said, you know, I'm making a new build. That ain't nothing. I'm making a new build. Then a few weeks later, it's like, oops. 20 years with 2K, 20 years developing 2K, a few years dropping patches. Oops, we didn't notice it happen. So we have just identified an issue in NBA 2K23 Season 4 affecting defensive contests and interior finishing, even though they have all the analytics. Hear me out, y'all. Hear me out, please. Even though 2K is a machine, and this is not a 2K hate stream, so please don't, I'm not here to 2K hate. I'm just telling you guys, it is impossible. I'm going to help you guys understand from a business perspective, not that I'm smarter than y'all in business, but in case folks are confused or doubtful as to what's going on here. 2K as a business, it is impossible for them not to know how many of y'all created builds with finishing attributes higher to rim run in the game that they put in front of them. 2K is a machine who is a machine that's aggressively approaching microtransactions. It's a machine, y'all. So get that in your mind first and foremost. This thing is a machine. When changes happen in the game, they generate millions of dollars. So when we understand that it's a machine, and we understand, if you ever worked in a corporate environment, then you guys know that with any slight change in revenue or an increase in revenue, or just a meeting to see how on track you are toward meeting the goals set for that annual release, all these things are reviewed. Everything's black and white, bang, 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 laid out for you. And the big wigs, they sit in the room, is like, all right, cool, yeah, all right, that's good. Microtransactions up at this area. Oh, that's good. All right, boom, boom, boom. They relay information back to the dev team. The dev team, if anything, is on the low end spectrum of the machine that runs 2K. Hopefully we understand that. Hopefully we get that. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, so yeah, I wish more people understand that, because then that's why I seem frustrated, because we understand it's a machine. But what's frustrating about my experience with 2K, and I'll keep it a buck here with you guys, this is the most frustrating thing. I personally have had the opportunity, along with a lot of us older folks in here, have I had the opportunity to play the game that allowed us to create some sentimental ties to the experience that we had. When 2K wasn't heavily focused on microtransactions, they left the game alone. We were able to create this sentimental tie with the game. And hopefully I'm not losing y'all with this, because I'm not trying. It's not my intention to lose y'all. But what I mean to say is that I played the game where it hit a certain, like, it tugged at your heartstrings. Like, I love this experience. Like when you play IRL basketball, you just love the experience. You can't wait to get up and practice the next morning or get into the next game the next day. You get that love for the game. What's the most annoying to me is that the business side, the machine that runs 2K, is taking over the gameplay experience. That's what's the most disheartening for me in my 2K experience. When that business side is taken over, then we see things like this happen, this level of ignorance, or this idea of thinking that the consumer base is not smart enough to realize what's happening. So, you know, and we're losing that sentimental tie. So what does that mean for the future of 2K and the player base who know they don't have a sentimental tie like I have with 2K? They don't have it. Y'all sound off in the comment section. Y'all sound off, man, in the chat. Yeah, pain. This is the actual patch notes, y'all. This is the actual patch notes. But yeah, y'all sound off. And you mean to tell me they don't hotfix stuff without telling us? That's proof right there. Say it again, Tron. So, you know, it's really disheartening when I already played the game that was just made for fun, and then watching how they're tapping into every fun aspect of the game to almost generate more frustration in the player base. And it's a short-sighted point of view for a company that just makes too much money. Normally, you guys know when, you know, the saying, money is the root to all evil. There's a reason why that saying was created. That saying was created because when money, you know, gets involved, folks just don't think or see things clearly. So 2K, for instance, although they have 5 and 10-year plans, they're not seeing the experience, how the experience has changed, say, for someone like myself. A loyal 2K players playing the game since its inception on the Dreamcast when it first released. A loyal gamer, year in, year out, playing 2K. And this experience, it's almost like when a new CEO takes over the company and just changes everything. And now the product lacks integrity, where the product developed like this huge consumer base and trust from the consumer. It's almost like a new CEO came in and said, no, we're changing everything. We're cutting hours from the staff. So we're going to take a huge chunk of the staff and we're going to give the consumers an inferior product just because we have that loyalty already developed. That loyalty ends up collapsing when your product lacks integrity. It's not going to happen right away, but in due time, it's going to collapse. So right now, check the player base, y'all. Right now, what's the player base looking like? How many of y'all sound off in the comment section? How many of y'all like, I'll just play a different game? How many? How many sound off? I'll just play a different game. There's a lot of games out there. I'll play a different game. As we should. I'm not knocking y'all, but as we should. But what I'm getting at here is that loyalty is not nearly the same because 2K has been dropping year after year an inferior product. It no longer has the same integrity that held on to players like myself. It no longer has the same loyalty from players like myself. 2K in the experience that they're delivering to their player base is the exact thing that's forcing me, myself, to experience new games. I'm grateful for it. I'm grateful for it because I got to experience great games over the last 2 years. Otherwise, I would have been stuck on 2K. Or certainties in life. Facts. Yeah. Lager Beer said, wow, death, taxes, and me waking up to an NBA 2K patch are certainties in life. The problem is there's a whole new generation of gamers that don't know better. This newer generation is used to half-finished games and microtransactions. Facts, I've been on Call of Duty and Madden. I've been playing Rec every day. Then you say, I love 2K, though we're loyal, but our expectations keep dropping and it sucks, bro. Yeah, we will always play 2K, and I think that's a fact, Lo. I think we'll always play 2K. Why? Because it's the only basketball game that's out there, and it's the only way to get, our basketball fill. But how often will we play 2K? I was a gamer that played from morning to night, especially during legend grinds. It was easy, and it didn't feel like a morning to night thing. It didn't feel like that. It was just like you was out there in the park, IRL, like you was out there in the park. It didn't feel that long. Now you get on the game, 2 hours is pushing it. 2 hours, you're like, oh my God, I'm ready to get off. I Need Jesus said 2K just be touching stuff. Hey, yo, pause. Destiny 2, Call of Duty. The only reason I haven't quit is because I love ball, and it's the only game. Look at that. The homie, that guy put that. Daniel, yeah, facts. Anything that happens in life, y'all, that's facts. Daniel Sizemore said they can't patch my credit card, but I'm feeling like anything that happens in life, IRL, when I'm not streaming, I'm not recording, I like burn my grilled cheese sandwich. I'm like, damn, 2K done patch my grilled cheese sandwich. That's how many patches we got out here. Dano in the building said, I'm loyal to the community, not the game. They're taking advantage of that. Yeah, they are taking advantage of that. Let's go hop on Fortnite. Rome said, Call of Duty has been recycled since WW2. Play 2K, just spend less of our money. 2K, 2 bills max. Yeah, facts. That's what I've been doing, old man. I've been doing the same thing. I had to cut back on the amount of money that I'm offering 2K. This is just too much. But we'll get on. We will get on and see if the changes are noticeable. I'm almost certain they're going to be extremely noticeable. Almost certain. Because the contests that we were getting were like night and day compared to our experience prior to season 3. Although I got on my 7-foot build, and like I said, it was a change to smaller centers because I got on my 7-foot build and I didn't notice any change to interior defense. It still looked goofy as ever. And sure enough, 2K's bullet point says lowered the impact of shorter players' defense against taller players. That's why when I brought out my 6A, I was able to quickly and readily identify the changes to interior defense in regards to my smaller player. Need Jesus is caliente this morning. 2K needs a competitor. Competition creates a need to get it right the first time. Say it again. Yeah, that's facts, Jedi Grim. I played 2K on Dreamcast. The game was pure before microtransactions, and that's the best way to put it. It felt pure. Yeah, I can't wait for Hogwarts to come out too. I can't wait for Zelda to come out as well. We're talking about drop a deuce badge. They're doing a drop a deuce. They're doing drop a deuce patches. Unless they get you right under the cup, defense is cool. Well, and that's a problem. Because this is what I hate. This is what I despise. And all 2K has to do is really go in and see the gameplay. Because there's no way. Put it like this. You know what should be in these patch notes? We are not. This is the bullet point that they missed. And this is a bullet point that will help honor these type of changes. The third bullet point on this patch note should have been, we now made an adjustment to the 3-second rule. we are now honoring the 3-second rule in the paint. Because what's happening in regards to interior defense and these brain dead finishers is that these centers are dead going under the rim, sliding right under the rim. And 2K doesn't allow your interior defender to push that man out or create some type of battle in animations to kind of go through a pushing thing to get him out the paint. They instead stay in there for 5 seconds, up to 10 seconds, just waiting for the pass right under the rim, and are happy with going up with a layup with their 7-3 build. And because they're under the rim, 2K doesn't understand the contact between you and that player, or the animation that should take place between you and that player while he's under the rim. You end up put in this goofy animation that swerves you away from him. So that's what we're experiencing. And if 2K honored the 3-second rule for what it's supposed to be, we'd be able to meet these players before they're able to take off, and it'll be more a battle between finishing and interior defense as opposed to an unbalanced mechanic. Yeah, facts. Honestly, that's facts. If the paint seconds rule was actually correct, paint defense wouldn't be as bad. Pump faking 3 times, fake pass, all in the paint, no violation called. We'd be able to meet these folks as they're coming into the paint. You get what I mean to say? Instead of them being already in the paint. And then it's more of a battle between finishing and paint defense. Right now, there's no battle. There's not going to be any battle any longer after this update. They go stand under the rim. The brain dead point guard drives all the way into the paint. I don't know if you guys saw that L2 video I think Dimework put out. That using L2 to walk all the way into the paint and then pass it off to the dude that's right next to him. I never seen this type of stuff. This is so wild to me. You make a point guard to walk yourself into the paint, and as a point guard, you pass it to somebody that's literally 2 inches from you. And then as a center build that's 7'3", you're happy with laying the rock up being 7'3", even though you're standing and working so hard to get right under the rim, where you could actually stand and dunk. Or 2K will make you jump over the rim to lay the rock up. Come on, 2K. You like, come on, man. Give me a break. I would be so pissed off if I was the one creating the animations on the development team and players aren't able to make good use of the animations that I created and worked so hard at from the prior season. It's like, come on, man. What up, OG? Yeah, 2K is its own special kind of stupid. I'm 6'1", he's 7'3", I'm passing. The point that I'm trying to make here is that a 6'1" player shouldn't be driving into the paint unless there's an open lane for him. We could understand it happening once in a game. You dish off. But I'm talking about the point guards that consistently walk or run into the paint and then dish it to the person that's right next to them. It's no bueno. Haven't been making way more dunks in the ones court over taller players since the little Hotfix. Look at that. Out said, I'm a 6'1" guard on current with an 86 dunk and have been making way more dunks in the ones court over taller players since the little Hotfix update. There it goes. It's over. Balance gone. It's over. It's over, yeah. It's over. What up, he's on fire. What's going to happen to the gameplay? One of the main reasons I deleted NBA 2K prior to season 4, the only reason why I had re-downloaded the game was because the season 4 update came out. So I just wanted to talk with you guys about the patch, show you guys the rewards, not about the patch, about the update, show you guys the rewards, and do what we do with every single new season. So I had re-downloaded the game to make sure that I could go live with the season 4 update and make a video about it. And during that time, I decided, well, let me just get on my 6A build, see what's going on, see the new courts and all this stuff, the new rec jerseys. So, and then the gameplay was so much changed that I said, oh, I love it. All right, we're back on. Ready to play 2K again. And we've been playing every day since. Mind you, prior to that, I had deleted the game because it was so imbalanced, so goofy, so just not basketball, bro. It's just not basketball that we're seeing out there. So if you guys are telling me that 6'1" guards are finna dunk consistently over taller players, I'm gonna be sick. I'll try my best to continue playing and maybe even get on my regular 6'9" build, the 3-level scorer that I like shooting with. He got good finishing. But I like finishing to be a challenge, man. I like it to be a challenge. You used to have so much control over your finishing. You used to feel like you finessed the defender to get that finishing animation. Now it feels like 2K. City, you made me buy the game again because I was off 2K. That's what Little 95 said. And it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate because I can't, me personally, I can't. We'll wait until the gameplay before we dig in too deep on 2K. I'll wait until the gameplay a little later. But just seeing that change, this is the update, yeah, these are the patch notes. Seeing that change really like hit a nerve. And I was like, there is no way. Especially when I understand the business side of 2K. I'm like, there is no way, one, you didn't address this or know this happened within the season 4 update. And then 2, there is no way it took you weeks to identify the issue that has happened or the things that have changed with the season 4 update. So now we're weeks in and they find out they lowered the impact of shorter players, defense against taller players, and they reduced the frequency of missed dunks. Ironically, the good majority of the player base was using finishing builds and the whole game was tied around rim running. That's what 2K23 was, rim running game. Different versions of 2K when they're released kind of developed their own persona. So like say 2K19 was a lockdown year and a small point guard year who could shoot really well. You know, playmaking shot creator. So this is known upon the release of 2K and the trends that, you know, players and player builds that are out there. And 2K knows this. So there's no way that 2K spent season 1 through 3 not knowing that rim running was the persona or the personality of 2K, of 2K23. So they knew that rim running was a thing. How dare rim running get affected with the season 4 update and 2K not know about it or not tell you folks about it? And then you got to come out after the season 4 update and just realize that your player can't dunk no more. He's missing wide open dunks that he was just killing seasons 1 through 3. And then a few weeks later, they drop this saying, oh, oops, sorry, we didn't know. We just identified this problem with the season 4. I'm like, get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here. Ronnie, I'll slap your goatee right off. Stop playing with me. What up, love? What's good, man? Danny Dons, I just made a 6'3", but I don't want to be dunking over centers. It's unrealistic. Yeah, dunking over the centers is unrealistic. Yeah, respect on all the effort and dedication, man. Keep it up. Appreciate you out. Right now, players are having a lot of shooting issues. So now all these players, especially in the rec, are just going to rim run like crazy. You're going to see 3 people in the paint per possession every single time. And that's exactly what we saw seasons 1 through 3. It was just starting to change. It was just starting to change with each game or each passing day after season 4. The player base and how they approached 2K23 was just starting to change. Because prior to season 4 update, just like Tron said, one person's driving into the paint, 2 other people are cutting. Like, it is ugh. Normally, the way 2K is played, normally the way basketball is played in general, give the man some space to finish in the paint as a teammate. I'm talking about as a teammate. That man is driving into the paint. Don't fill up the paint. Don't bring your defenders into the paint. That's the normal reaction from the player base. Yo, I'm driving, homie. Why are you bringing your defenders into the paint? Now we're going back. It was just starting to change because of the contest that was happening in the season 4 update. Now we're going to go back to one person driving in the middle. 2 or 3 other people are going to fill both sides. Just a crowded mess in the paint. I was shooting 70% from 3 last seasons. I cut my meter on. I'm literally missing greens. I'm still now about shooting issues. Thanks for the movie experience, Ronnie. I reckon they need to make whites go in a bit more for casual players, etc., so they can have fun on the game and have more interest in the game. I feel that, Abby. That was an honest comment you just left. Definitely notice less rim running when the randoms. People started getting tired of their dunks getting rim stuff. Facts. We out here every day, so we're able to see these changes. We're able to see that, it was a good decision. Season 4 was a good decision. It helped expand the IQ of players and make some adjustments onto how they're scoring the rock or scoring on that possession. At this point, we're going to need all 5 in the paint. It's just going to be a crowded mess in there. Facts. People need to cut with a purpose, not just to cut to the basket. Facts. Say it again, Joe Deasy. Think they're going to touch steals again? And that's going to be like Love said, if you think they're going to touch steals again, because, one of the main attributes on my 6'8" center build is that he has a 95 steal. So I'm able to play in the paint a particular way, which I explained yesterday. And I play in front of the big man build, and I can meet these point guards who are trying to just dish it to the big man as they drive into the paint. And that allows me to get some steals. So that steal and the frequency of steals, the steal attribute and the frequency of steals is going to really determine if I'm able to even keep my 6'8" player out there. So I guess we'll soon see. I'm going to test it in today's live stream, gameplay live stream a little later. What up, Bryson? Close shot still misses the same after the hotfix. Highly doubt it. I think they really just put it back to I think what's going to happen, we'll try it out. We haven't tried it yet, but I think it's going to be more so reverted back to the way it was. Morning to you too, Bryson. I just saw your video. Does the hotfix work when you are driving to the basket with guards as well? Well, we had one guard say that he was finishing way more often at 6'1" over taller defenders. He just came into the stream. They nerf gold clamp breaker to overpowered on 6'5". Fix catch animations for sure. Those catch animations are so goofy. I'm tired of shooting 2 for Tron because this game is BS. Yeah, all of a sudden, the best shooters shoot less, like at a lower percentage, just randomly. Don't you guys think that there's a reason? Listen, shooting and 2K go hand in hand. Please don't give please, I beg of you guys. If you understand that 2K is a gigantic machine, and that the development team is just a small portion of what makes up this machine. If you understand that, then please don't count 2K as naive to these shooting changes. Just like you can't count them naive to the changes to finishing and interior defense after the season 4 update. So when you're making your new build or you're considering your new build, just know that the machine is what's actually influencing you to do so. Don't fall for it. I would say, if anything, try your best to make patch-proof builds so you don't have to consistently make new builds. Don't make specialty builds like, I'm going to have a 99 steel or I'm going to have a 99 block. Don't make special attribute type of builds. Try to create more balance so your build maintains throughout the annual cycle. You may not be super goated in a particular area, but at least you know you're going to be consistent throughout the year. Because all these changes that impact players and the player base, 2K just begins to lack integrity. It's a short-sighted viewpoint from most businesses that grow too large. It's just how it is. It's the normal way. Most businesses that grow too large, there's too much money coming in. They lack a connection with the player base. The higher ups, the big wigs definitely don't play the game. So they have no idea of the connection between the player base and the actual gameplay experience. So they're clueless. They're just saying their job, they're hired there to make more money. And the development team just got to follow suit. They say, we need this. We need more in this. Or this type of slider adjustment ends up leading to this amount of sales. Now, as soon as they lock that in, which has already been done because they have a ton of experience and a ton of analysts over the gameplay experience versus how much money it generates, this is a machine. Yeah, it's a machine. This goes with any business. We're talking about smaller business, let alone the gigantic money-making machine that is 2K. This is Ronnie 2K's own words. Ronnie 2K's own words in a live stream says that 2K Studios is like its own world. It's Ronnie 2K's exact words. There's machines for this department. There's machines for that department. And all those cogs come together to create this gigantic running machine. Ronnie 2K's own words. It's like its own world. It's so big. What up, No Cat? Any business you need new people. Yeah, facts. Thank you for liking. I wonder if they're doing this on purpose because it's forcing consumers to create new builds to fix the current gameplay changes yourself. This is why we are starting to see 99 driving dunk builds. That's exactly what I was referencing earlier in the stream. This is exactly what's going on. 2K is not naive. They got the numbers in front of them. They got analysts that are paid to see these changes. Have you guys ever worked for an investment bank? Have you guys ever seen what an investment bank looks like? I've been fortunate enough to work for gigantic law firms and the biggest investment banks. When it comes to investors, there's almost no financial detail that they don't know about. Hopefully you guys get that. If you see it in action, hopefully you guys understand the business side of 2K. And I don't want to bore y'all with the nonsense because we're like, damn, this is a video game. It's hard for us to look at a video game and think of the machine behind it. It's hard. I know. I get it. It's hard for us to even consider that idea. We're like, get the hell out of here. What is this guy talking about? I don't care nothing about the business side of 2K. But when you see your shooting percentage plummet, when you're playing 2K and you're in the lab spending hours trying to find a new jump shot, hopefully something dawns on you and say, oh, it's not me. I can't do nothing to fix this. I already knew my jump shot because it was proven in my stats. I shot 70% last season is what you're thinking. Why is my player shooting 50% this season? It's not you. It is not you. You don't need to go to the lab. 2K is not a complicated game. The complications are generated, so you spend more. It's not a complicated game. If you shot 70% one season, you should shoot 70% the next season. You already know your jump shot. You know that jump shot already. If it changed, best believe it was on purpose. Welcome to the Matrix. Facts. Hey, should we remove badges? Game was far better first weeks without a max. And you know, a lot of us would like the idea of removing badges. And ironically, I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but every single time that you generate, or what? Let me get out of. I gotta snap out of this business talk. Every single time you guys make a new build, when you bring him out, he plays amazing. This is just how it is. This is part of the finesse. You make a new build, you bring him out day one, the dude plays amazing. So you're like, hell yeah, I'm going to put more money on him and get him right. Hell yeah. Go ahead and wait a week or two and see how that build is playing. Hope my 7-2 is back. I will try my 7-footer as well. Comp knockdown shooters are going 0 for 9, wide open, but for some reason they're getting 6% contest from Casper. Yeah, what's up with the ghost contest, man? Say it louder for the people in the back. I haven't changed my jump shot all year. You're right. Hell yeah. We play the game. We're out there. I don't, you know, if you guys, please consider subscribing, y'all. We're still trying to get to 100K. If you guys don't know, when I'm on, I'm on. So when I'm playing, I'm playing. I'm out here. And I'm a player first. I'm not a creator, a content creator that creates from I'll just say this. A lot of content creators are talking to y'all. I'm here talking with y'all. I'll say that much. Why? Because I'm a gamer first. So it's like me and the homies are just kicking back and talking about what the hell we experiencing, man. That's what this is about. What y'all experiencing? I'm not here to tell y'all what's going on or tell y'all what the hell y'all experiencing. I'm saying what I'm experiencing. Hopefully y'all can share what y'all experiencing, and then we could come to like a common, like some common ground and a conclusion as to what's actually taking place. Don Suave said, missed the game-winning wide-open dunk last night, 93 driving dunk. That should change today, Don Suave, with this recent patch update. I watched the trials. They went pretty. Yeah, they did go pretty good. I ain't gonna front. They did go pretty good. The trials was pretty good. If you guys don't know, we're hosting tryouts in our Discord. If you're unaware, let me pull it up real quick. Oh, bum bum bum. I might have to put this on my desktop if I consistently make these changes. Let me lower that and put that over here. Okay. Yeah, we're hosting trials for the Lunatics, and it's an exclusive. You could unlock an exclusive chat of verified players. You also get that badge by your name within our Discord community, pulling up on 25,000 members. If you guys would like an opportunity to join the Discord, you come on out in our Discord, type !Discord in the live chat. And when I host tryouts, you guys come out, we play. I'll see what you're about. If you're good, if you have decent IQ, I add you to the Lunatics. This way, you're never having a random experience, because trust and believe your experience on 2K23 is about to get a lot worse with this new hotfix patch update. If you guys thought, you know, season 4 allowed room for a little, like, it alleviated the rim running situation. Now we're going back to that. So point guards were more inclined to pass the shooters after the season 4 update, because rim running wasn't nearly as aggressive as it had been prior to the season 4 update. Now we're going back to that. So if you were frustrated before, woo-wee, expect to be more frustrated again. That guy made the team. Skill chills. DME CEO just made a 6'3" two-way play shot. I'm not trying to be a dunking on 7-footer, even though I have an 86 driving dunk. Get all pro. I'm trying to finesse with floaters, step backs. Nice. I'm gonna have to try out for the squad because these randoms are poison. Big facts. We've added some great players to our Lunatics. And I gotta say, one of the major things that I've noticed, and this is the reason why I'm doing this in the first place, doing these tryouts, is because we were able to get on. Like, my theory is, and you guys tell me if you agree with this theory, but my theory is And maybe some of you guys can attest to this, even when you're running with randoms and you run across some good randoms, you guys end up running it up. So that's my theory for creating the Lunatics, a group of verified players that all have good IQ. The reason for this is because my theory is if you take players, even though they've never played together and they got good IQ and match them up together, you have the same, like chemistry is almost a given. Chemistry, when you match IQ with IQ, chemistry just follows suit very easily. You may have some hiccups here and there, but overall, you know what experience you're going to have out there. When you match low IQ with good IQ, it's a mess. So I tested that theory just the other day, and I ran with some of the Lunatics that were added, the newer folks, and we dropped everything off in the rec center. Chemistry was just locked in. Defensive rotations as if I was running with these folks for years. We beat one team, it was like 120 something to 34. We almost beat them by 100 points. One team in particular. Running with brand new folks. No chemistry. So that's the idea behind creating these tryouts and, trying to get these people together, folks with good IQ, trying to get them together so you guys can have the same experience when you run out there. It's not as difficult to develop chemistry with people that have good IQ. 2K in recent memory, that's frustrating. Yeah, I can't even recall the last time I had an overall good annual, maybe NBA 2K20 was my good annual experience. Bro, I really appreciate you coming back to the game. I was missing your content. Mornings with you and Brew are like watching Stuart Scott in the morning when I was coming up. That's what's up, Winston Brown. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you being here. Do you play with overseas players? We play with anybody who wants to play the game. If you're overseas, you may suffer through some latency and lag, but it's just dependent on your gameplay. That's the way you get at it. It's like I'll find a good group of randoms and then the next game, little kids. Yeah, stop it. Stop it, y'all. I work hard to create this Discord. I work hard along with our team of leadership, or our leadership team. We are heavily dedicated to the Discord community, and to make these tryouts happen, it sometimes is exhausting, but I think it's a good effort to help get players with good IQ together, so that players like yourselves that are in the stream are like, man, this experience with random is mind numbing. I get it. Maybe it'll save your 2K23 experience. It'll probably save y'all. Open layup still missing, man. Oh, interesting. I like Brew just saying he is a little biased about things in 2K. Facts. 2K22 was better than this game. The constant changes make it seem that way for sure. Tryouts get posted there. Big facts. Yeah, join the Discord. Will the Brutal City make a comeback? No, you're talking about the Brutal City podcast. Anything is possible. Me and the homie Brutal Sim are always on good terms. Brutal Sim's in our Discord. If you guys don't know, Joe Knows is in our Discord. Badge Plug is in our Discord. We just locked in. Salute to the homie Badge Plug. We just locked in Badge Plug for one of the tournaments that we're hosting very soon. I'll be sure to update you guys, but I just wanted to throw that out there. Join our Discord. We have a ton of VIPs. Pacers Gaming, Jay-Eazy's in our Discord. I mentioned Joe Knows, Badge Plug. Let me try to think of who else. Shakedown is in our Discord. J-Riz Twin in our Discord. Bake is in our Discord. Man, just a ton of VIPs, Bash World. Just a beautiful thing, man. Folks that show love and help maintain the constant community of 2K. But we'd love to have you guys join. All you got to do is type !Discord. And if you want to try out for the Lunatics, you're welcome to try out. Man, we got some. Oh, Laker fan is in our Discord. Big facts. Salute to the homie Laker fan. Just good vibes. But yeah, the list goes on, man. The list goes on. We've been doing this for a long time, and there's a reason why we've established this this position within the 2K community is solely and mainly based in you guys, solely and mainly based in you guys. I put in a lot of work to make these things happen, but without y'all, be nothing. Too many creators have too big an ego for absolutely no reason and forget why they did it in the first place. That's definitely never going to happen because I don't allow, that's definitely never going to happen here. Because trust and believe, this channel or our Discord does not define me. This is why you'll never experience any type of change from me. You may catch me spaz out on you for being an idiot, but that's just as I would do IRL. You may catch me spaz out on you for trying to disrespect me, but that's just trust and believe. That's just as I would do in real life. Probably more so in real life than I would on here because I let a lot of stuff slide on here. But this stuff is never going to change because this stuff don't define me. So when we're doing this stuff, you could trust and believe it's going to be a consistent experience. Integrity is what's built into our brand here at All City Live TV. And we can't say the same for 2K. 2K is lacking integrity right now. 2K is lacking trust right now. And we need that trust back, 2K. Like, we definitely need that trust back. We're on all consoles, y'all. Whether you're on Xbox, we're hosting Xbox tournaments as well. So y'all be sure to, we're hosting tryouts for Xbox Lunatics as well. The homie All City Slim is going to be making that happen. Do you care about win percentage? We don't care about win percentage. Don't stress win percentage. We don't care about win percentage. We're talking about IQ. Your win percentage could be down because you've been running with randoms and you've never gotten a chance to run structured basketball. But you might got it. The homie Tooney, we just had the homie Tooney on, had a ton of IQ, but never got a chance. So we gave him a chance. And now he's on the Lunatics and he's killing. He needed the right build. We got him on the right build. He developed that build within a day and came out, tried out again, and we got him on. A lot of times it's just about having the right build out there that could complement the other teammates, using your strengths. Some people want to put themselves in a position that they're not built for. I tried to try out, but I didn't get no invite. Do you care about win percentage? Yes, old man beginner. It's going to be hella missed free throws now. Facts. Salute to you, Jamil. What up, y'all? Tryouts are when I announce it in the Discord. When you join Discord and I send out a message, I send it to everyone, and it's only me and 2 other members in our Discord, well, 3 other members that are allowed to send a message to everyone because we want to respect your notifications. We don't want to be to get flooded with notifications. So when I do tryouts, I send out a message to everyone. You receive a ping on your phone. You'll know tryouts are starting. Will you do some tryouts for current gen players? I will not. We might have to find a leader on current gen or try to get one of our leaders on current gen to host tryouts for current gen if we go that route. But I don't really want to go that route, tell you the truth, because I know where 2K is headed, and they're headed toward, making 1 game per year. So I don't think 2K has current gen in mind past 2 more years at the most. So we'll see what happens, though. Where in the Discord do we find tryouts? Well, I'll post it mainly in the city chat. So when you guys join, you'll see the city chat there. That's where you'll see like the good majority of messages from me when I want to address everybody in our server. So the general chat. There's a ton of chats. There's a ton of chats that you guys will see. If you guys want me to show you, I can. Let me see if I could. Maybe I could show you guys. I could show you guys everything you need to know. If you guys are interested in the Discord, I could give you guys a walkthrough. Type !Discord to join. Tron, just put it in the Discord. Maybe I could give you guys a walkthrough. Let me so that way there's no confusion. Make it easy for you when you guys want to join the Discord. I think it's on this one. Yeah, okay. So I hit okay here. Everything is good. All right. I'll click okay. We'll go into, oh no, that was the display capture for that. What do I got on? Let me get rid of that. Let me Make sure this is here. That's the green screen. So we'll go into display capture. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I'm just making the adjustment here. Let me make sure that this is set up so I could give you guys a good walkthrough in the Discord in case you guys are confused on how to operate it. And I'll pull it up here. So this is our Discord. I'll move my webcam over to help give you guys a quick walkthrough and show you guys what you're getting into when you join our Discord. I'll show you guys the Lunatics chat as well, so you guys get a better understanding of what that looks like. I'm gonna move this here. This is our general chat here that you're looking at. So everything you see here is like in our general chat, and these are all the rooms on the side. And if you're like on mobile, you guys will like swipe to the right and it'll bring up everything on the left side. So you guys get to see all these rooms. Like these are our voice channels. When we're doing tryouts, you'll see us all in like Rec 1 or Rec 2 or Rec 3. We'll all be in there hosting tryouts. And these are voice channels that you guys are actually talking to me. And then as you scroll down, these are also open spaces for you guys to connect with other members and go into any of these spaces freely and use it as a party chat. Then these are all like the general chat rooms, which you can go into. You got highlight rooms, 2K build and badge discussion rooms, a 2K help desk for the questions that you guys have and need answers for. And then you got things like the Lunatics chat, which opens up as soon as you get added to the Lunatics during tryouts. So if you go into the Lunatics chat, you'll see a bunch of our verified players who have gotten added. So that's something to consider. I gotta make that adjustment because they can't be blue. I think we have. I think I gotta check that. But yeah, and then we have other games, link your live streams, different servers respective to the server that you're on. Also, we're hosting a ton of tournaments, so you'll see things like that there for the tournaments when we're setting those up, Xbox players, so on and so forth, just to help make things a little bit easier for when you guys are grinding on 2K and need players to run with. We'll go back to the full screen, get back on it. Hopefully this makes it a little easier for you guys. It's not as Discord is not near. We have a large server compared to a lot of other servers. So ours may seem a little bit complicated when you get in there, but as soon as you get to know it, get familiar with it, we're always there to provide guidance. So !Discord, get you guys rolling. My G's, this live stream was about the new patch update and the changes that are going to be made to 2K or have been made rather. It looks like small centers are out the window. It looks like rim running is back. We should be able to see noticeable gameplay. We are going to do another live stream to showcase the changes. It's a great Discord, definitely non-toxic. I also want to mention that as well. Our Discord is non-toxic. I know a lot of spaces in the 2K community are heavily toxic, and that may deter a lot of players from joining communities like ours. But we work hard to make sure it's a non-toxic, safe environment for all gamers from all walks of life. So keep that in mind if you're considering joining our Discord. We work hard to make sure it's non-toxic and we accept nothing less. Man, that was long-winded. I'm not sure what time I'm hosting tryouts today, but I will send out a message when I'm ready. And you guys will receive that message on your phone. We're going to do like a gameplay live stream a little later today to hopefully showcase some of the changes that were made. I'm wishing you guys a safe and blessed start to your week, man. I'm going to wrap up this live stream here. I'll catch you guys either on the next video.